What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and today I have got a big box of car parts next to me, and there's actually another box underneath that box. And what would that box of car parts be for, you ask? Well, it certainly wouldn't be any of my other cars that I have. If you're beginning to see a trend on the channel, it is in fact I bought another car. And I know what you're gonna say. I'm self-aware, I need to finish my other cars, but I'll tell you why I got this car when I get there. But firstly, we've got a bit of a drive ahead of us because, well, you're not gonna believe it, I'm running out of room to store all my cars. So first thing on the list today is a coffee, because we have got so much to do and not much time to do it. So I'll see you when I get that. Alright, so I somehow... Alright. Coffee acquired, so I can use my brain finally, which doesn't work at the best of times anyway, so I need all the help I can get. So let's go to my new car. Alright, we're here. I'm currently looking at my new car, and before I get into it, just want to say quickly, this is something a bit different. I've never done this before, never gone down this route. I'm excited. I feel dirty about it, but before I turn around and show you the car, just want to say a massive shout out to my good friend Matt Chen for helping me store the car for a little bit. I've got no room anymore at my house. Chen was good enough to offer up a space just for a little bit until I rip the engine out, which I will get into shortly. But without further ado, say hello to my new car. So, JZX, a car that I've wanted to get into for a while. I've spoken about it for a while. I'm super excited about this, but it doesn't look like much on the outside. Looks quite rough, bear with me. And that is because of the engine package that's in it. That's right. We have got a dirty LS. Now, the LS is something that I never ever thought that I myself would own. I've always had a, not hate for them, but I'm definitely a turbo 4-cylinder, turbo 6-cylinder guy, if you haven't noticed. This car came up for a very good deal, and I couldn't say no. And now, I've been down in Brisbane for about a year and a half now, and I've moved down because I wanted to get more seat time, go to more events, do a lot more driving, and right now I have done absolutely none of that. Obviously there were reasons why, out of my control with my S13, that was supposed to be finished a long time ago, and it hasn't. So, the plan is with this, it only needs a few small things, I say, but this will be a good seat time car in the meantime until my S13 is complete. Now, when I say few small things to do, I'm being hopeful, but when I say small, this engine needs to come out, hence my big box of parts. So bear with me today as I figure out how to get this out of the car onto a stand, and hopefully the head's taken off by the end of the day. And I have got absolutely not the slightest clue about LSs, so it's going to be interesting. Now, I don't know too much about LSs, but I have good friends that have helped me. So in this box, I have got everything I need to fix that, which I will touch on quickly, but also make it a little bit cooler. And then this box is just every gasket to make the engine brand new, basically. When I went and had a look at it, it was making some concerning noises in the engine. When I say concerning, it sounded like it had the typical LS lifter tick. In my box there, I've got new lifters, LS7 I believe they are, but I will get into that further detail when I'm actually building the engine in a different video. So I'm hoping that's the problem, gets rid of the noise. So I thought, while I'm there, why not throw in a big cam? So I've got a 296 cam, which is going to be pretty fruity. It's going to sound good. It's probably going to take away drivability as well, but hey, this is my first LS and I want to do all the LS things. We're going to be camming the engine as well as doing all the other LS things that we need to do to make it healthy so we can drift it ultimately. See if I can fall in love with LSs. But the first thing we need to do is take the engine out. So like taking any engine out, first step, take the bonnet off. Then we are going to take the shifter out, drop the gearbox, and then take the engine and the gearbox out at the same time, hopefully. I didn't put this car together, so I do not know how it goes, and this is a big engine. So bear with me and let's figure it out together. Alright, the car is now jacked up off the ground, so we can work underneath it. So, next step is to take this shifter out. Now this has got a T56 gearbox, which is a good gearbox too. So we're going to take that off, and then that way we can get under the car and drop it out. But I just put this in quickly. I wanted it to be the first mod I say. If you follow High Chance or my buddy Kane over in Japan, it's very iconic to see in his dash. He gave me the sticker last time I was over there, so I thought it was only right that that would be the first thing I do on my JZX. So anyway, I've got some of the trims off, and now I'm going to take these bolts off. Removing most of the loom now. Just dropped the exhaust out. I should be able to pull it out. Alright, we're making good progress. Tail shaft bolts are out, so I've dropped the shaft, and now we can take that out. Don't forget to drain your gearbox too, otherwise it's going to be a mess when that comes out. But we are getting there, steady as she goes. Alright, here's an update. Drop the sway bar out now. Sway bar's hanging. Lots of small clips and connections on the starter, stuff like that disconnected. Radiator is out. Intake is off. Fuel pressure is off to the rail. There's going to be a few things at the back, I reckon, but now I should be. So alternator, power steering, all of your systems basically disconnected. But it was going too well, because if you look at the sky, looks like it's about to rain. So it's a race against the time. The winds have changed. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is terrible. This is the only day I have to take this out, so I'm just gonna have to keep powering on if it does rain, which I think it will. So basically next, I'm going to take the engine mounts off and then drop the gearbox. We are now at the moment of truth. Got the engine basically ready to come out. The two engine mount bolts are loose. Gearbox is completely loose. Currently supported by the jack. Just need to take these off, and then the engine will completely be you know, disassembled from the chassis. This is the part where you find all the stuff that you missed. Like I said, I've never done this before. No idea. I'm not a fan of this. You can see it's not level. And this is such a heavy engine and package, and I could just know as soon as I lift this up, that is gonna slide sideways. I'm doing this by myself as well too. Ugh. Anyway, I don't have any other day to get this out. Oh boy, we're gonna take this out, put it on a tire, and then split it, and then start taking the engine apart. If it doesn't take itself apart by falling onto the ground. Let's see how we go. Oh my goodness, that is the most dodgy thing I've ever done in my life, but the engine is out and the gearbox, and the engine crane was on two wheels for a little bit. Holy, I need a drink. That was so scary, so dodgy. Oh, I'm learning a lot about LS's. This is the exhaust manifold, or what do you call them, headers I guess, because it's NA, and then those are the coil packs that always burn up and die. Anyway, they were fouling on the steering shaft, and I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't come out, but got it in the end. Turns out, by the way, I disconnected everything right first go, so I'm super stoked with that. I was waiting for so much to be missing, but have a look at that. Engine's out, it didn't fall over. I don't know if I told you, but I had a casualty. I hit the oil filter on that, so I pierced that, but that's okay. I can always buy, I think I might have already bought a new one actually. So that's this one here. See the piercing on it, so that sucks, but I'll chuck that back on now actually, stop them from leaking some oil. I honestly thought I was gonna die. That is so sketchy. Oh, look at this. Time to put a 1J back in? I wish. I don't have any money. Alright, I'm not done yet though. I need to split this, split the gearbox. I have still got so much work ahead of me. Just when you think you are getting there, but hey, we'll take a win. We'll take a win. Let's keep going. The engine is off now, it's on a tyre. I had an engine crane ready to go, but I do it every time. You need to have longer bolts from your bell housing on your gearbox to fit on the engine crane, because they're a lot longer than your OEM bolts. I forgot to do that, so I'm going to rip the heads off. I'm going to do it on the tyres here. It's definitely not ideal. You kind of want it off the ground, away from everything. It's an LS. It's going to feel right at home. Might even make it pick up a few more horsepower building it this way. Do as I say, not as I do, but we'll get this now, take this out, and look at that. We have our LS. Let's rip in. Open once for something. Alright, it's been a bit of a montage so far. I apologise, I kind of got carried away. So I'm going to explain to you where I'm at currently. Also, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just putting that out there. I am just someone that has watched a lot of engine assembly and disassembly videos because I think they're relaxing to watch. So I've taken the rockers out. I've got everything labelled here as neatly as I can. And in order to, even though we'll be replacing a lot of this. So these are my head bolts as well too, which again are gonna get thrown out. And you shouldn't really reuse them, but I mean, I guess you could, but anyway, everything is out. So I've got the final head bolts that are in the middle here at the moment. So there's 4 bolts and then my head can come off and then I can lay them down flat here. And I've also just got the spark plugs laid out and labeled too, just out of curiosity to see which ones are rich and which ones aren't. Intake's off. It's messy at the moment. I'm gonna clean everything up. Don't worry, Chen. I swear I'm gonna clean it. And then basically all you have to do is take the power steering off, because there's a bracket that goes on there, and then you've got your belt tensioner thing, so you back that off to get the belt out. This is where we're at the moment. I've given this side a clean up so no stuff falls in. I've got to do the same to the other side, don't worry. And we're basically ready to take this head off, and then I'll do the same, put them there, and then they can go and get machined. It has been such a long day, and again, I've done none of this before. I have worked on JZXs before, never worked on an LS before. I think this is the first time I've even looked at one properly in person, is my own for the first time. So far, this is just fun. It's honestly like Lego, but I haven't got there yet. And taking it apart is easy, putting them back together is another story. So let's keep going. Ooh. Oh my goodness. We're finally here. We got the heads off. Both of them chilling over there, ready to go to the machine shop. Because we're gonna be doing the cam in it and machine the heads, but oh my god, I can't even speak, it's so bad. That's what happens when you use coolant, water and not coolant, and it just rusts. And then it fills the bores and then the water can't get through. The other side is like that too. A little bit of water in this one, not as bad as the other side. So what I'm gonna do now is drain out all the water and then fill each cylinder bore with an oily rag, and I'm gonna Glad wrap over it, and then that way it shouldn't hopefully rust while we go to the machine shop and get our heads done. And then that way we can go through this nice box here. But I am very tired. As you can see, it's now dark outside, so it's been a big day. But hey, this is the first time I've done it, anything like this by myself, and I let everything out all numbered and neat so I know how it goes, and it's come out okay. The LS is, I tell you what, a very basic, very easy, so that's good, but I hope the engine's okay, because that's very concerning. So, sorry I didn't really talk too much in this video, but I'm going to end it here because I need to get home because it is Sunday and I've still got an hour drive to go as well too, but we got there in the end. Hopefully my engine's going to be okay, but we'll figure that one out later anyway. But if you made it to all the way to the end of the video, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It helps. I'll see you very shortly for another LS JZX video.